Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? My name is Nolan Frazier. I'm a junior recreation administration student with a concentration in sports management, and I'm here with.
James B. Leach. I serve as the Associate Director for Recreation and Wellness.
All right. And for the first question, what is your position title?
Associate Director for Recreation and Wellness, and I'm also serving as the Interim Director until the Director is hired.
All right. And can you describe your major activities during your typical work week?
Sure, mostly I maintain and manage the daily operations of our components, which includes intramural sports, the fitness center, the basketball gym, the outdoor area for the practice field, the esports lounge, managing those daily operations as well as managing the budget, finding opportunities for our students to develop in a professional manner, so professional development, and also assessing our programs.
All right. And what skills and abilities and personal qualities do you find most important in your role?
I think being relatable, personable, um, all all facets of quality customer service, communication, and just being passionate, a desire to want to do what I want to do.
Okay. And how did you enter this field of work?
So my path is not traditional. I transitioned in from another department to help fill a gap. So that's how I transitioned into it. So
And what preparation did you have or previous experience before you becoming in this role?
well, I was able to transition in because of my transferable skills. And so I had the soft skills, the technical skills, and the management skills needed to fill the gap that was needed in this department during this time. So I would say my transferable skills, honing in on managing staff, and providing opportunities for staff to grow.
Okay. And what academic major would you recommend as preparation for your field of work for somebody?
Ooh, I would say kinesiology, um, recreation, leisure, something in that line of work. Um, but you know, as you see when you graduate, sometimes your major it doesn't equate to what you end up doing. So I would say any classes that prep you for leadership is a good start.
Okay. And to follow up on that, are there any specific courses you would recommend?
Yeah, any of them that are associated with kinesiology, recreation, leisure, parks and rec administration. Any of those courses we're preparing about it for coming into this field, most definitely. But again, the practical experience is even more important, I feel. Um, so that kind of gives you the hands-on experience. So.
Okay. What type of experience, paid or unpaid, would you recommend as preparation for this type of work?
Ooh, I would say volunteering now. Like you could come down to Rickwell and volunteer as a referee. Like a lot of our work study positions kind of prep our students for the field. We go through a training where we teach them about what happens in recreation and wellness, not just you seeing people playing basketball or flag football, but it's some of the intricacies associated with like communication, safety, risk management. So I feel like that would be anything you can volunteer for, and just put your mind out and go out and do it. And we're about dollars are important, but sometimes the experience is even more important. I know some of our students may not see that now, but when they look back, they'll be glad that they did.
And how rapidly is this career field growing?
Yeah, it's growing significantly, especially in components of being diverse and being inclusive. So it's always trending upward. As you may not know it, but as a new set of students come in, a new cohort, they are very different from the previous cohort. So what their need is maybe different than last year's need is. So we have to stay current on the trends and make sure we provide the services that are needed.
Okay. And how would you describe future prospects in the field?
How would I describe future prospects? I would say future prospects would have to be attuned to technology and to the whole gamut of recreation and wellness. So again, it's different components. As you have the health and wellness piece of it, you have the mental health piece of it, you have the budget piece of it. So just having that perspective of all the areas, that's I think that would be something everybody would need to be bracing themselves for.
Okay. And do you recommend any professional associations for this field?
Yes, ERSL is a great organization, and NERSA is I recommend those two for sure. And then to give an even broader perspective of student affairs and what it has also, I would recommend NASPA as well.
That's well, okay. And what suggestions do you have for someone that would want to enter this field?
I would say, like I said earlier, become aware of all the components within recreation and wellness. And maybe you may want to concentrate on what that might be the area you want to go into, but to broaden your horizon by learning different areas of recreation and wellness. So, I would recommend that anybody who, if they happen to be in the field, to kind of see if they can cross train in a different area to kind of get a different perspective. Again, the technology, everything is going towards technology. Game and esports, that's opportunity for students to earn money, opportunity for students to make money programming, and so it's a lot involved. And then even if we're doing refereeing, if you watch refereeing on TV, that's big money. A lot of those refs started right in campus rec.
Yeah.
So just again, not being so narrow focused on one area until you just know. That's the area you want to go into, but get a grasp knowledge of the entire department.
Okay. And what do you say you would like most about your job?
I do like the staff. We have a good time, but we also get the work done too. And I do like being challenged every day with something different. No 2 days are the same. And I do like seeing staff develop. So based on the student side and on the professional side. So I do get gratification in that.
Okay. And what do you say would need to be included for a strong resume or cover letter for this kind of position?
Anything that's, of course, the knowledge piece of the academic side of it, that any courses that, relate to the job that you're applying for, but also those soft skills about communication. Anything that you've done in presentations, I would put that in there because, this field is in front of people. And so sometimes we like to know who can give that 2-minute elevator speech on the spot. And then anything in writing. I mean, if you got some expertise in writing, you've done something, if you're fortunate enough to be published, I would include that. If you're working on something with somebody, include that as well. And volunteer stuff. We love to see volunteer stuff, especially as it relates to, the field. So if you're from a hometown and you have a street fair, go and volunteer to work in that street fair and then wordsmith that to your resume, and then it can be bigger than what it might end up being. Yes. So anything like that, I would say is helpful.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have. I want to thank you again for doing this interview with me.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all for watching.